There's no way you thought this will be just a Star Rail channel, right? I love games way too much to make content just for one. So, welcome back to me playing Elden Ring. I was honestly so excited for this DLC and to stream it. Sadly, I don't have a capture card. And PS5 streaming is absolute dog water. Initially, I thought of recording my first playthrough and making some small commentary here and there, and letting my reactions do the talking. But the game sounded like... I'll just let you see it. So I ended up making something that was kind of like my challenge videos. I hope you all enjoy it, and let us begin. I started off just like any other Elden Ring adventure start, dying, over and over and over again. I feel like home. After I got sick of dying to normal enemies, I explored a bit and found a boss to die to. Yeah, I think I'll come back later. Going forward, I found one of Mikola's crosses. Yeah, a god complex. This is not worrisome. I also met some of his followers and they were surprisingly nice. I got a map from one of them that showed me 3 other crosses. And of course I had to go to the one that's through the giant gate. Duh. Bruh, I'm not even arachnophobic, and this shit still makes me uncomfortable. The castle was pretty easy besides this. And besides this piece of shit at the end. Yeah, I just ended up running past it. Then, I entered the first boss of the DLC. Oh, I see. It's the boss that everyone puts in the thumbnail. Yeah, this lion is nothing short of brutal. Fast moves, fast attacks, barely any healing time, and it also hit like a truck. I struggled on it a lot of time, even after I started using summons. I used the arena summon instead of the mimic tier, mainly because she was tankier. Thankfully, there's nothing that can't be solved with a little scarlet rot. It's just that it was really hard to apply it the second time. But still, I pushed forward, and I almost fucked up killing it. You see, I thought it would look cool if I used Waterfowl Dance, and that didn't go too well. Thank God it was low. Cool mask. I met an old lady who gave me a completely useless spell. After this, instead of going to the other cross, I decided to go and explore just a bit. First, I met a poison lady and found another cross. Then I went into a catacomb and fought a dragon man. Speaking of dragons, I also met the dragon lady. You know what? Wood. I went past the giant dragon corpse into one of the best looking areas in the whole game, only to go further into an area that looks even better, where I found a room that was sealed off by Mikola. Having nothing to do here besides some optional bosses that I will do later, I went into the finger zone. Damn. I feel like a Japanese woman on a train. There was nothing here besides a pickle. With the exploration done, I went into a new castle. The giant at the start was a joke. Killed it second try. Oh boy, was my hubris about to be run into the ground. I found the editor's favorite weapon, and fitting enough, I found Rellana, a lady knight. Hello, milady. Okay, I probably deserved that. Yeah, this woman is fucking brutal. I didn't even use a summon, because I found her easier to fight alone. No, not that she's easy. Oh, she isn't. Just that the summon died pretty quick, and they could have messed up my strategy. Rot her at the beginning of the fight, and then hit her like 2 or 3 times while you let the rot do its thing. And then use the spell right before she enters her second phase. Cause good luck even hitting her in that phase. Yeah, she has so little opening, hits so hard, and makes me hard. Yeah, she's just absolutely crazy. I was actually screaming when I beat her. Man, why doesn't the PS5 have a good streaming system? That aside, I entered another area. I fought a guy carrying the Flame of Mesmer. Well, another one. Then I went into some catacombs, again, and the boss at the end was... Yeah, I was not about to go through 4 hours of struggling again. Thank God the mimic tier was actually good in here. After this, I decided to go in that castle, and I found a hippo. Yep. Literally just a giant hippo. Finally, someone realizes how terrifying these things are. I was ready to go and explore more, but after I went through an entire castle and a boss fight to get some of the worst rewards ever, I was pretty much done with it. I had to go and release my anger out on an innocent animal. Well, innocent. The golden hippo was pretty entertaining to fight. It had well telegraphed moves and good attack and healing windows. It was honestly a treat, especially after her. Even its second phase was fun. I got the hang of it pretty soon. The only move that was still a problem after a while was its air roll. Or any roll in general. With the hippo beaten, I went inside the castle and found this guy that told me that Mog's remains were taken in this world. Wait, so are the memes actually real? Was he actually the Mog-lested one? Okay, false allegations aside, I blitzed through the castle, ignoring every single enemy. I got to an area that reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of... You get it, right? In there, I went through a poison swamp-like area. Never change, Miyazaki. Never change. After I went through the swamp, I found a bug lady there. You know what? Wood. Sadly, she was immune to Scarlet Rot. I mean, if it wasn't already obvious based on her design. I still had 2 maps that I didn't find, so I said, why not? Let's go and get them. So I postponed fighting her. For the first one, I went through... Never change. Never. I got the map, and then I fought a bear. God damn it, I should have chose the man. Never mind! I'll take the bear! For the last map, I had to watch a tutorial because it's Get this, down a ladder, behind a secret wall, and then it's just descending and descending and descending and descending, until you literally end up in the abyss. Well, that's not good. The atmosphere of this place, it's honestly amazing. It's so unnerving, and when you get to the Winter Lantern enemies, it becomes honestly nerve-wracking. By the way, go to the side, not forward. You will thank me. By the end of this, I was such a little bitch that I just went around the road to enter the mansion. This place was not hard to go through though. It had a total of 2 hard enemies, and they were both on the first floor. Although, the screams of agony of an old man were anything but relaxing. After a while, I finally reached a boss, and it was just an old man. Well, I feel kinda bad. What was... Oh. Yeah, so I got my ass handed to me. But, unlike any other boss that I have done, I'm not mad. Not even a little. I did use the Mimic tier, but damn, this guy is fun to fight. And his attacks look so good. It's genuinely my favorite boss of the DLC. And I'm honestly curious if that will hold up further into the DLC. His first phase is pretty simple. The only problem I have is his second phase. Mainly how he begins it. Yeah, I know it's dodgeable, or more like baitable. But sadly I'm not a master baiter. Besides this, yeah, really good second phase. Come on, a few more hits. Wait, what? No, you're not supposed to. I want to die. Hands down, best boss in the game. Also, I forgot to mention that his transition cutscene, it's one of the best in the entire game. Okay, one more to go. I went back to the sexy, I mean hot, I mean attractive bug lady, and what can I say besides, she was pretty great as well. Why did they put the hardest fucking fast bosses in the beginning of the DLC? And now these two are just so well balanced? That aside, I still spend hours on her. God, I wish. Okay, yeah, I'm done with it. That was the last horny joke. Seriously now. I spent hours because I found out that they had throwing knives. And I made a build for them. A build that dealt pretty good damage. I mean, really good if you count the fact that I was ranged. I learned her patterns, when to attack, that one attack that everyone has on every boss that they just can't dodge for some reason. God, I hope it's not just me. All the while throwing knives at her. Don't take me wrong, the build is half decent, but and I thought about this only after 2 hours of trying, by the way. Maybe using smallest knives against a slim boss whose body is a line was not a good idea? So I dropped that build, but I'll be back to it. I think. I hope so. Since Scarlet Rot was not an option against her, I decided to respect. To what, you might ask? Well, full decks. Yeah, I know I'm gay, shut up. But with this and the straight up training arc I had against her, I took her down pretty easily. Especially since her second phase had like 2 new moves, which were both really easy to dodge. Finally, I can get that blocked tower. Needs the Flame of Mesmer. Huh. Alright then, Mikola. You win this one. I want to thank you for sticking up until the end. I'm already working on the second part of this. I don't know if it will be all remaining bosses, but I do plan on doing a third part where I 100% the DLC. But until then, thank you for watching, have a nice day, and bye bye.